Hey everybody, this is Alzorath with Outflow Gaming Network, here with another Let's Play Shadow Era. This time I'm playing my Lonewolf deck, which is something the viewers of my channel would be somewhat familiar with, because it was one of my earliest decks. And I've done a few tweakings on it, and yeah, it's not super competitive, but it'll work. Our opponent today, though, is Jukeboxe, a Zana Mist, which is not exactly a great pairing for us, but not the worst. The worst is obviously Terra Dune, because, well, yeah. Let's go ahead and sacrifice the Speed Strike and end turn. We don't really have much to play with this deck until about turn 3, so there's no real rush early on. We can kind of piddle around if we want, but yeah. Right now we don't have any weapons in our hand, which is a drawback considering this is one of my solo heroes. That means that I don't run with any allies whatsoever. Oh, and there's some weapon. We probably do not need the Leyline Nexus against this opponent. They usually won't be bringing out heavy armors, so we're going to go ahead and end turn. The only armor we really have to worry about would be King's Pride, and if we can keep control of their creatures, then we don't really have to worry about that. If I don't get a low-cost weapon by turn 3, I'll either be building up my attachments, which would be Speed Strike and Lonewolf, or I will be dropping out my lovely little Evil Ascendant. I'm going to discard my Shadow Font because it's the most expendable thing on the board right now. And right now I am torn between keeping control of their hand or keeping control of the board, and I think I'm going to stick with the board, dropping out the Evil Ascendant so I don't really have to worry about his allies as much. The only thing that can really survive that for any solid length of time would be the Sandworm and Kurt Whitehelm, which I can deal with in other methods. Oh, let's see what they do. They're up to 4 resources. I have my Here Be Monsters in my hand, but not really opportune time to play it. I really could use a weapon soon. We're going to go ahead and ditch the second Leyline Nexus. That's all of them in the deck, unfortunately, but it will give us an opportunity to play out Speed Strike, which will come in handy next turn, as I will be able to start playing my Fangs of the Predator, which basically poses a serious board threat to our opponent, because that is a solid 4 damage hit per swing. And here comes the Jasmine for another 4 damage. Again, I'm not too worried about my health right now because I have Lonewolf in my hand, which will give me a bit of a healing ability later on. We're going to go ahead and ditch the Here Be Monsters because, well, there's no point in keeping it at this point. And we are going to drop out Fangs of the Predator. This is going to give us a little bit of a better board control than what we had. And we're going to take out the Alden to get rid of his little boosting ability. And we are going to go one little attack straight for the throat of Zana. Hopefully we'll be able to deal with our opponent before they're able to bring out things such as the Wizened Staff or other draw engines, or get access to their Focused Prayers, which would be murder on our weapon base. Now, I have a feeling this opponent is going to be mostly allies, so as long as I can keep an Evil Ascendant as a possibility, I'll be happy. I have 4 in the deck, which means if they use Focus Prayer on my weapons, then I'll obviously be able to eke out a little bit extra with the... ooh, ouch. With the Evil Ascendants. And let's see, what do they play? Oh, she's going to go ahead and heal herself for 3. Obviously, I don't have another weapon in my hand, so I'm going to have to just kind of hold out. I'm going to go ahead and skip, because I don't really have anything I need 6 resources for, and cast out my Lonewolf to start my healing. Considering I only have 1 durability on that left, it's kind of a waste to use my Shadow ability, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight in for a little bit of damage, or should I wait? I think I will wait. No. Let's play like we have a weapon. Go ahead and attack. They're going to heal again, but nothing too extraordinary. I'm just going to play that off as, oh, I made a tempo mistake or something like that. Hopefully they'll think I have another weapon in my hand for next turn, and play accordingly. They are keeping lower resources than me, which means I can't really take advantage of a Here Be Monsters. There's a Raven Wildheart. Not a serious threat. Let's see, another full moon. And I'm just sitting here waiting on my draw. Let's go ahead and end. Our Fane is gone. And we're just going to have to watch her kind of tick it down. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to work through this, considering I have not drawn what I need. I do have some draw engines in here which surprisingly have not shown up, which is a little frustrating. I won't be playing out these cards until it's kind of that point where I need to panic, which is about 12 life. There's another full moon. I mean, Lonewolf, blah. Derp. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I don't really need to worry about my hand size just yet, and go ahead and end turn again. I'm sitting here just taking the punishment. Next turn I will use a regeneration or a full moon, and hopefully be able to deal with this. Oh, there's an Alden. This is going to start sucking really quick. I have full moons and regenerations in my hand to kind of deal with it to a little small extent. But yeah, until I get a weapon. There is a weapon, finally. Let's go ahead and sacrifice the Lonewolf. We will throw down What Big Teeth, use our ability, and let's get rid of a couple other allies. Get rid of their threat. Boom. And can I kill that one? Yes, we can kill that one. Send that one to the graveyard too, because we need that board control. I'm going to hold on to the regeneration and just kind of hope and pray. Now, if the Raven attacks me, it will be dropped down to 1 life, unless they have an ability to destroy my weapon, in which case my Evil Ascendant will be a little more safe. There's Focus Prayer. It's going to go in on my weapon. Okay, that was actually what I hoped for, because I want that Evil Ascendant sticking around. I have ways to heal, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and skip. I'm going to hold on to that Captured Prey. This turn, I'm going to go ahead and just cast my regeneration for a little bit of healing just in case. And end turn. I'm not Captured Preying the Raven because she will die eventually. I can outlast her. The Zon is probably going to go in for a heal on her, which would be the smart play to keep her around a little bit longer. But that also means that I have more time to deal with her. There's a Tainted Oracle. It's going to give them some draw after he dies. And who is she going to heal? Yep, she heals the Raven. Coming in on me for 3. Yep, that sucks. Let's get another weapon out. Nope, another full moon. Let's go ahead and skip. And I'm going to go ahead and end turn. I don't need to waste my full moons just yet. Just not drawing that weapon is getting a little frustrating. I have a decent amount in here, but there's only so much I can do, and I'm not seeing much in the way of my draw engines. There's an Aeon Stormcaller, a little bit more of a threat. It will divide her shadow energy, though, keeping up with healing all these guys, so that works out fine. Let's go ahead and take that hit, and let's see what we got. Here be monsters. I'm going to go ahead and discard the Shadow Font, because I really don't need it. I'm just building up a lot of shadow energy. And let's Here be monsters to draw a card, and I got Fangs of the Predator. Yay. Let's go ahead and full moon so I can spend a couple turns healing and end turn. And they got their draw from the Tainted Oracle, which probably helped them out a little bit. But my full moon will help me out a great deal in dealing with the Aeon. I wish I would have gotten a What Big Teeth instead, but beggars cannot be choosers. He's going to go ahead and pump her a little bit. That's fine. I will be able to deal with this in my own time. Let's see what he does. Come on, Jukeboxe. I'm going to see how I'm going to counter you with a Lonewolf, considering how bad of a matchup this is for me. Healing Touch. Oh, is he not going to drop it? Yes? No? What are you going to do with your last 3 resources? You're going to pass them. Okay. Oh, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and skip. We will drop out the What Big Teeth and another full moon. We will use our ability. And since he is down to 6, we can pretty much deal with him on our own terms. Boom. And with full moon out, I don't take any damage from any counters, so I don't have to worry about that either. But he can't counter me anyway due to my ambush ability. And end turn. Their hand is filling up, which means they do have options to deal with me. But I am slowly healing. And their only real way of dealing a decent amount of direct damage is through their allies. So they have to really work on that. Are you going to come in for my What Big Teeth or my... Yep, you're coming in for my What Big Teeth. That is fine. I have Fangs of the Predator next, and I have 2 lovely little cards that you're going to hate coming up in my deck as well. Yep, let's go ahead and skip. And we've got a Jasmine and a Raven on the board. I'm going to go ahead and drop out my Fangs of the Predator. I'm going to use my ability to take out the Raven because she is the biggest threat. Let's go ahead and attack. Raven goes down. And let's go ahead and go in on the Zana. Boom. Bring a little threat to her and end turn. Now she has Healing Touch in her hand, so that's going to allow her to heal herself as well. I'm trying to lure that out just a little bit by attacking her. Now if she does end up pumping any of her allies, I can... Oh, there's going to be a Healing Touch on who? Yourself. Okay. Successfully lured that out. I'm surprised. I've seen the name Jukeboxe somewhere else as far as players go. I'm just not sure how experienced this player is. Let's go ahead and skip. We've got 2 durability on that. If they were smart, they would have come in and taken it out. I'm going to just go ahead and sort of half attack. Boom. Bring out the Jasmine. And I will go ahead and attack. No, I'm going to keep it up as a threat. So the Alden doesn't attack, or so she'll use a Focus Prayer on it. So I'm going to go ahead and end turn there. I can take the damage. Right now it's kind of a war of attrition and who can outlast the other's counters. And honestly, considering what I have in my deck, I think I can outlast her counters. There's a Tainted Oracle, not a problem. He's going to come in and attack probably, which is not the best move. Boom. That's going to knock him down to 1. It's going to get rid of my teeth. She's going to go ahead and heal him. Smart play. But she should realize by now I have another one in my hand. Let's go ahead and cast. Boom. We will use our ability. And we will take out the Alden. And we will smack her again for 4. Now, you may be wondering, why didn't I attack extra that last turn? I was hoping to either use up some shadow energy or pretty much lure out an item destruction card, which is, they have 2 left in their deck if they are running 4 Focus Prayers, which can serve as quite a threat. They're kind of milling themselves down with the Tainted Oracles. There's another 2 damage, down that goes, and I lose 1 durability on my weapon. Not too worried about that. I have more shadow energy, more resources right now than them, which is kind of a bad thing, but come on, keep using your energy on yourself. I'm somewhat wishing they would bring out a whatchamacallit. I'm forgetting the name of it. Well, crap. A Wisdom Staff. There we go. Let's go ahead and skip. And let's see. I don't really need to do anything. I'm going to go ahead and break my weapon on him. Because, well, I could force that guy to draw, which would waste some of the draw, but I want them to keep milling themselves. So I'm just going to go in and deal 2 damage, maybe lure out another use of Shadow Energy or a Healing Touch. And I'm going to end turn, I believe. Yep. Next turn I will drop out the What Big Teeth and do a double strike on the Zana or whatever creature they decide to bring out. They've got to cast out 2 cards in their hand for the Tainted Oracle to be worth it. There's the Wizened Staff, as expected. And I'm going to go ahead and take the hit. I would have taken the hit anyway. And are they going to use their Shadow Energy to draw? Nope, they're going to come straight at me with the staff. Ooh, why did my frames just drop? I don't know. I'll figure it out in a little bit. It should be fine. The heck, people. Nope. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and skip and just hold on to our hand. And we will come in with What Big Teeth. Let's go ahead and cast it. We will use our ability. And we'll see how much damage we can do. Now, I'm not too worried about their Wizened Staff. It's going to keep their Shadow Energy somewhat under control. Which works out well for me, because the more under control their Shadow Energy is, the more I can pretty much deal with my normal damage. Wow, that sentence was horrible. And I apologize. Okay, let's see. What do they have left? They have a Focus Prayer. They're going to come in on the What Big Teeth. That's expected. And they're going to come in and just smack me with the staff again. They're using up their durability on it, which isn't really smart. I'm healing this entire time. So let's go ahead and skip. And I will go ahead and just end turn. They're slowly drawing out their deck. I'm trying to think what else they have that they could do. If they have Sandworms, that would be the perfect play. But they apparently do not. There's a King's Pride. I do need to get rid of that. That's one of the only reasons I would have kept my lovely little... Oh, I'm forgetting the name of it. Leyline Nexus. Here comes in another attack. Blah, blah, blah. I am looking for either my Master Smith or that. Let's go ahead and skip. We will use another What Big Teeth. Let's use our... We're just going to go in and attack normal. It's going to go ahead and break their Wizened Staff. And we're just going to chink away at their armor. And a boom. There's 2 durability off of it. It has 5 durability, so it's going to last a while. So I need to keep my delay cards in my hand to deal with any threats that they throw on the board. Now, with 7 resources, they can throw out a decent amount of damage. Either 6 damage through 2 Jasmines. There's 1 Jasmine. Oh, a bit more than 6. Because I forgot about the King's Pride. There's another Wizened Staff. Not worried about it. And come on in. Drop it on me. Now, right now, we do have a few options. I'm going to go ahead and, since my hand is getting a little gorged, I'm going to consider sacrificing one of those Evil Ascendants. But now that they've shown that they're not really going to be throwing out too many worms, I'm going to drop... no, they've already seen that I have it, but I'm going to drop the Full Moon instead. I don't care that they've seen that I have it, because before they can do anything to me, I'm going to be destroying their armor. 0 damage, and 0 damage. Obviously, I'm not using my ability because, well, that would only get 1 damage through on them, and we're going to go ahead and end turn. This is somewhat of a war of attrition, and the nice thing about the solo Dark Claw is the fact that I have an indestructible weapon that is below... I believe Leyline Nexus requires 5 as the casting cost of the weapon to be destroyed, or the item to be destroyed, which works out very well for me. Let's go ahead and skip. And we're going to look up there. Yeah, they have 7 cards in there. We're going to go ahead and drop a Here Be Monsters. Boom. And we are going to cast Master Smith, if I can get it out. Yep. On my other What Big Teeth. Boom. And we are going to go ahead and just go in on the Zana. Boom. Destroying the armor. We're going to just go ahead and take the 1 damage from the weapon. And we are going to go ahead and just keep attacking her. We can take the hit if they do drop out another King's Pride this turn. Boom. And if they do, I will be going after the Jasmine. So far, we've been doing a pretty good job of shutting this person down. It's been a bit of a slow game as far as the length of it, but it's been a fairly tough game for me to keep control of. I've been getting a few lucky draws and having to endure through several bad draws. So hopefully that's an interesting watch for you guys. Boom, that Jasmine goes down by 1. There's a retreat on the Jasmine. They're going to try and preserve her. That's perfectly fine. Here comes a Raven. And yep, she's going to heal herself. I'm not in a huge rush to go after the hero because their counters are not exactly going to be that strong against me. I'm going to go and sacrifice the Evil Ascendant. We are going to... got to decide. What do I want to do? They are fairly low on cards. I'm going to go ahead and use my ability. And I'm going to come in on... I'm going to deal 1 hit to the Raven. Maybe force a retreat out of them. And do 1 hit on the Zana to maybe force them to use their Shadow ability. And end turn. Now, if the Raven attacks me, it's going to die. If they drop a King's Pride, it's going to live, but not very long. And King's Pride can only take them so far this game. Because, well, I can destroy the King's Pride and keep decent control of their field. Honestly, if you're running a Zana deck like this, you'll want to throw in Sandworms because they are a persistent threat. And she's going to go ahead and heal herself. Okay, a little bit of selfish heal there. And are you going to come in with the Raven? Or are you just going to try to ignore me? They have 7 resources, so they can play a lot of stuff. There's the Jasmine. Boom and a boom. Down goes the Raven. And a Wizened Staff is on the board again. Are they going to use it to draw? Right now, I'm kind of happy with my hand being gorged. Because, well, it'll give me a way to kind of just sit here. Let's go ahead and skip. I can play down 2 fairly low in this deck and still be fine. I just need my other Master Smith, probably, in case they draw that last Focus Prayer. Let's go ahead and use our ability. We're going to deal with taking out the Jasmine because we don't really want to take any more damage. We do have the ability to heal, but we don't want to really waste it. Let's go ahead and go in. And end turn. We're going to let them start drawing out because this will provide us a little extra damage, as for each card that they can't draw, they suffer 1 damage. If I had some bad Santas in here, that would be great, but I don't see it happening. Oh, I'm going to heal 2 life. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we will sacrifice 1 Evil Ascendant so we can draw next turn. We're going to go ahead and Captured Prey the Aeon. They may retreat him to get rid of that. I do have extra Captured Preys in here. And we are going to waste their Wizened Staff with a couple little pings. Boom. And a boom. Because as much as I'm not really worried about what cards they have left, I am slightly worried that they may use it to pull an extra Focus Prayer, which is one of their last cards, which would be really detrimental to me. They're at 4 cards in hand. Probably wondering why didn't he use his ability. There's a Healing Touch on me. I mean on her. On their hero. There we go. Retreat on the Aeon. They can't really play him back out this turn. I do have 2 more of those in my hand. Ooh, and that's a nice draw. We're going to go ahead and attack once. Well, we're going to go ahead and attack twice. We're going to get rid of their Wizened Staff. No sense in wasting time with that. Boom and a boom. Kind of neutralizing my ability to do anything with that. And we have 5 Shadow Energy. That'll bring us up to 8. We'll wait to cast it. Go ahead and end turn. I want to hold on to the regeneration just in case they get me below that magic 12 life number. Now, obviously, with this deck, I don't want to be stretching games out like this against most opponents, and usually you won't reach this far down into your deck, but against this particular opponent, they've been playing a pretty rough little fight there, which it means I'm going to have to bear in and deal with my Dark Claw. Okay, let's see. We know they have an Aeon in their hand. I'm going to go ahead and sack the Lone Wolf. We are going to go ahead and plink away at their armor. They may have the card that returns all creatures to their deck, which would be a bit of a threat. But if I can get rid of their armors, I'm good with this, because they have not shown that they have any Lily Rose Cults, which is the most important thing for bringing items back from the graveyard as a human deck. They're probably pondering how they're going to deal with this. Oh, there's the Aeon again. Boom, boom. I do have another Crippling Blow. Ooh, and there's a Here Be Monsters. Let's go ahead and just skip. They don't have enough resources for me to really justify doing that. So we will Captured Prey that person again. We are focusing on locking him down for now, because he will eventually die to the Evil Ascendant. Now, this is not an argument to throw good Ascendant into your human decks, because, well, it's not really that useful in most situations. You're not going to run across non-ally builds very commonly in quick matches. I'm going to go ahead and end turn. I'm glad I didn't use that shadow font earlier. Because, well, it would have sucked to just not be using my shadow ability. This next turn I will get rid of their King's Pride. He's going to retreat that guy again. That is retreat number 3. There's a Tainted Oracle. Not a problem. And we get a Fangs of the Predator. We're going to go ahead and just hold on to that. We will use our ability. Yes, we will start using our ability. And we will start attacking straight into them. Not worrying about the not the Priest of Light, the Tainted Oracle. Because, well, we have to go for the throat now. This is the most opportune moment for it. We are not going to use any cards except for Shadow Font. Boom. And end turn. If they play the Aeon again, I will Crippling Blow it again. This is a good example on the Zana's part of how to use defensive retreats. That is actually a very important play that has helped her survive a bit longer. Here comes the Aeon again, which is going to get crippling. I keep saying Crippling Blowed. It's Captured Prey. He's going to get Captured Preyed again. Here comes a 3 heal on the Zana, as they are down to no cards in their deck, so they'll start taking a damage each turn. We're going to go ahead and skip. We can max out our hand still, so we are free to drop that on the Aeon again. I was holding them for worms, but I'm not too worried about worms now. And we will go in for the attack. This is going to be the death run for us, as we go in to try and finish off what little health they have. They have 5 cards in hand, so that will work out for them, especially if they have a Resurrect in there. There's 1 damage from the draw, and it will take me about 3 turns to kill them, maybe 4 if they keep healing. Let's see what they bring out next. I have 2 weapons in my... There's Resurrection. That's the card I was talking about. So we really just have to go for Throat now. They don't really have much in the way of options in their hand. There's a Jasmine. Provided we go for Throat, we should be able to take them out before they can take us out. If they heal this turn, I'm not too worried. I'm going to go ahead and just go in with the What Big Teeth and knock them down low enough that next turn I can drop the Fangs of the Predator and kill them off. We're going to go ahead and skip. Let's use our ability again and start going into Pound. And obviously with a deck like this, timing is very important, and I've probably made a few mistakes which would have let me kill them earlier. But, and this is a big but, I have to play a little bit careful because I'm commentating at the same time, so I get a little distracted. So let's see what they drop out with their 7 resources this turn. Probably more allies. They're going to heal themselves, definitely. There's an Alden. My What Big Teeth will help me deal with the Jasmine, as she'll come in and bounce off me and die. Because I have pumped my teeth, which thankfully lingers over from turn to turn. And it's my turn. I heal 2. I'm almost back up to full life, if you guys haven't noticed. Let's go ahead and skip. They have 8 life. I'm going to go ahead and GG. Well played. And I'm going to cast out my Fangs of the Predator. Now, some people don't like that when you say GG, but it's common courtesy for me. We're going to go ahead and attack. Boom, there's 4. And 4 more. And that's the end of the game. Anyways, after that long enduring battle, if you guys enjoy my Shadow Era commentary, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out more Shadow Era content as well as other things. I keep promising that'll come on my channel, but it's on the way. I actually am rendering up some stuff right now for that. And yeah, be sure to check out OGN's all other directors as well. But yeah, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. See you next time. Bye.